little drive through Firth. Famous for the Last of the Summer Wine, Last of the Summer Wine series. Look, there's a place called Upper Thong, and I think there's a Lower Thong as well. Or is it Mid Thong? I can't remember now. But yeah, the Last of the Summer Wine was filmed around home Firth. So there's a fair few little locations that they used in the series. There's a pub called the Monkey, I think it was. I don't think it's called the same now. Obviously this Sid's Cafe, which is down here in the middle, which I'll show you when we go here. Should have put that flask on the floor. The flask is wobbling about.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto Victoria Street, A635.
Well, we can't do that yet, can we, love? Because we need to turn left. So this bit down here is the worst bit in Home Firth. You come down this bit here. So we're kind of in centre-ish of Home Firth now. But there's a right-hand turn, which is like the main crossroads, and it's always busy. And so we've got Home Firth Mills on us right there, which I thought was closed. Oh, it's top bit circle.
Turn right onto Victoria Street, A635, then turn right onto Dunford Road.
Thank you. And then there's some sort of like little local shops. So it's like an old-timey village, basically. Oh, you're not very straight, are you? There you go. An old-timey village. So there's like a market building there on right, which you can't see because of phone stands, so that was clear. And then to the right down there is where me and Julie had our meal on the day we got married. This is a junction that takes you ages to get through. No matter when you get to it, there's always a queue. And then down
turn
here...
Turn right onto Dunford Road, B6106.
Yeah, thank you. So down there to the right is where you'd go past the river and stuff. And then Sid's Cafe is just where that church bit is up. But we're not going there today.
Continue on B6106 for 5 miles.
And then this bit's always busy. Again, this never used to be a problem, but now people have got a million cars. It means everybody can park. You let one person out, and then they don't stop to think if the people behind don't stop to think if they can get through. Yeah, you end up like minimal parking. Yeah, minimal space to get through. Sorry, I'm jabbering on here. Minimal space to get through because everybody's got a car now. There's no gaps for you to pull over in right hand side. So that was Home Firth. I'll do a proper video one day actually going around Home Firth. It's really nice. Not when it's pissing it down with rain though. And then there's the carding shed, which is like what it's like. Why don't I keep saying which is like? Which is a classic car restoration garage and a cafe. It didn't used to be up this side. It used to be in a different place, but now it is. When we just get up here, there's like a right-hand turn, which is quite cute if you come in the other direction. And it's literally just down there. Where that car's just gone. You just go down there for a little bit, and then there's it's called the Carding Shed. It's quite nice. They've normally got some nice cars for sale, and they're normally working on nice cars as well. The only problem I had with it is quite expensive food, and I remember having to wait for quite a while. It used to be when it was in a different building. It used to be that the cars were in the centre, and the cafe was like inside, down two sides of it. So you were kind of sat near the cars. But nowadays it's all separate. So, oh, a pigeon on the floor, or bits of one anyway. Kind of head out this direction when we go to that Royd Farm windmill thingy. lovely places up here. I don't know why me and Julie don't come this way. It's like, if we come up here, we tend to go to Holmfirth and that's it. But it's sort of nice little stoppy off places that I never think about going to. Which is silly. Or a big puddle. Another big puddle. Some people, so we should go through. Let's not go through puddles. Edge. That's it. Another nice little place. It's amazing how many nice little places there are just minutes from where we live. Well, I think it takes me about 15 minutes to get to the nice bits. Come on, Eddie. She's a little trooper, Henrietta. She's got a big fat bum and a tiny little engine. She didn't get enthusiastic about going around corners when you're giving her some welly. It's not a sports car, obviously. Sports cars are alright if you want to do sporty things. Roads these days don't seem to be set up for anything other than, well, I don't think they're set up for anything, are they? But SUVs seem to be the most comfortable thing on roads nowadays, and that's silly. You shouldn't need to be buying a big pumped-up suspension car, because that's all they are. They're just mid-sized cars but on higher suspension. You shouldn't feel compelled to buy a car like that just because roads are crap. That silliness. Should do another Woodhead road video actually. I haven't done one of them for a while. But a Woodhead run up towards down Woodhead and then back to useful. Put that there. Just put that right there. No warning before. Oh, it could be an interesting little diversion. Maybe I should have left the cameras going opposite direction. We had lots of rain and it's made things collapse. Maybe we're not going to get home today. Or maybe this will take us different. I'm trying to think which one. Oh, I wonder if that big bridge bit that we're going is flooded up. Oh, we'll find us way, don't you worry.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto A616.
I'll try. I've tried going straight on there and nearly got took out by a road sign.
Take the next right onto A616.
Oh yeah, we're being diverted that way anyway, young lady, so don't you worry about it. This is a nice little place.
Continue on A616 for 3 miles.
Thank you. Yeah, I often think it'd be nice to live somewhere like that. That house is literally just in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? It'd be so quiet and peaceful. I know Julie likes quiet peacefulness without noises of cars and stuff, and I think, yeah, I don't know. I would as well, but I don't know whether it's viable money-wise, that's a problem. going very slow. There was, on the way back from Marsden Moor, there was a tree in the road. It had just uprooted itself. That was crackers. So yeah, the weather must have been pretty bad for that to happen. Although not as bad as some people make it out. I think, is this that little villagey bit that had that terrible road, and I thought it was some sort of abandoned place at first? Could be. Like it's another little place where it's like there's a few terraced houses. Why are you going so slow, man? There's a few terraced houses and then like some big buildings that look like the village hall and stuff like that. Back in the day. What the blumpskis are you doing, Mr. Audi driver? Come on now, sort yourself out. Some people don't like the rain, do they? It's like when it snows, people take, because some people are super cautious, which is good, which is a good thing. Some roads, you can tell they're just wet because they get driven on all the time and they're salted, but people are still super cautious. And then it's the same when it's raining like this. Yeah, be careful, but you don't have to do 30 mile an hour everywhere. It's just rain. It's like they don't trust their own driving. Ah, here we go. So yeah, this bit there where that car's just turned out, and where this white car's coming out, that's where we'd have gone to if we hadn't been diverted. So there must be some of this that's in the road or something. Oh, this car's coming. Might get him on hill there. They've done 40, and then when he gets to this bit, they decided to do 60. Honestly, I don't understand some folk. Oh, look at all the little sheets he's outside. Apologies for the rattly door. Well, I don't know what I'm apologising to you for. It's me that's got to listen to it.
Quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, continue straight onto Wams Road, A616.
Oh, we're back to doing like 2 mile an hour again. Come on, silly monkeys. If they go the same way as me, I might just pull over at some point and let them get ahead. It's frustrating when people are crawling along. You've just been doing 60 up a hill. Is that because you don't know how much power your car's got? Oh my god.
In 150 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto A616. Exit the roundabout onto A616. Continue on A616 for 6 miles.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to park in this car park and do some random stuff because I'm fed up of following him, Mr. Slow Bob. And there we have it. Let's make this the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.